My name is James Floody, and I want to talk about why sleep is so important. I first want to start with a quote from Health Navigator. They state that sleep is an essential role in your health and well-being throughout your life. Getting enough good quality sleep has many benefits, including protecting our physical and mental health. For high school students, the amount of sleep a teenager should get is 8 to 10 hours of sleep, but schools in Florida starts at 7 in the morning. This affects how teenagers act and learn. Another few main points I want to talk about is how health is affected by not having the amount of sleep, and how it affects teenagers specifically, and what you should do before sleeping, and how to fall asleep easier. The first main point I want to talk about is how it affects your health. It affects the immune system because while you're asleep, the immune system keeps on functioning. It regulates appetite, weight, and controlling blood glucose levels. It also helps nutrition and gives body time to digest and come together. It also helps fight diseases and keep your health in good shape. Another thing I want to talk about is sleep debt. It's like a financial bank where if you lose sleep, you have to regain it. One thing that is not true is that you cannot regain your sleep over the weekend. You have to be very consistent about how many hours of sleep you should get. The next topic I want to talk about is how it affects teenagers specifically. Teenagers should be getting 8 to 10 hours to sleep. Teenage years is a huge thing for development. It includes growth, and it makes it easier to go through development such as puberty. In a research stated by the Science Notes for students, it states that students who could sleep in later also gets better grades. On a scale of 0 to 100, their median scores increased from 77.5 to 82.0, meaning that pushing back school time for teens would increase the students' capacity for learning. The last point I want to talk about is how it's easier to sleep and how to improve it. One thing you should do is avoid LED lights, such as your phone. It stimulates your brain too much and provides the brain to wind down. If you don't do that, it's harder to fall asleep and gives your brain more stimulation. Another thing that you should do is not eat a meal 2 hours before going to sleep. Digestion requires more energy, and it's not healthy because the fat just keeps on coming and coming. I also want to talk about meditation. It helps calm the mind and helps you sleep easier. So right before you go to sleep, you just need to relax and be quiet. In conclusion, sleep is part of our daily lives. Without it, we wouldn't be able to function. It helps us learn, it helps us develop, and it just helps us regulate appetite. The quote I want to end with that is from Thomas Dekker, who is a dramatist. He states that sleep is that golden chain that ties health in our bodies together.